It's a brand new year, and I couldn't be more excited to announce that the Speculative Fiction Writing Made Simple podcast is back. Yes, after a break, the podcast you've been waiting for is here again. So, why the hiatus, right? Let's just say that the second half of 2024 really threw me some curveballs. Family emergencies piled up, and I needed to prioritize my loved ones and the amazing clients I'm privileged to work with. Podcasting had to take a backseat for a while. But now, with a fresh year ahead and clear focus, I'm thrilled to dive back in and talk to you about all things writing. And here's the best part. This podcast isn't just coming back, it's leveling up. I've been reimagining this podcast to deliver even more value to you, whether you're dreaming up your first story idea, deep in revisions of your manuscript, or querying an agent. So stick around because I can't wait to tell you all the things I have planned for this podcast so we can take your writing to the next level together. Hello and welcome to the Speculative Fiction Writing Made Simple podcast. I'm your host, Heather Davis. I'm a book coach, developmental editor, and fellow storyteller. And this is the show that's all about how to brainstorm, write, edit, publish, and sell a powerful speculative fiction novel. And maybe just change the world, too. Okay, here's an exciting look at what the podcast will bring you in 2025. I'm planning to record 3 distinct types of episodes each month, all designed to provide actionable, meaningful insights for writers like you who are eager to get their work into the hands of readers. So, whether you're just starting out in your writing journey, revising a draft, or preparing to submit, these episodes will be tailored to support you in moving your writing forward and achieving your goals. Okay, here's what you can expect. The first episode type will focus on teaching basic writing, editing, and publishing techniques and principles for all levels of writers, just like I did in 2024. These episodes will be crafted to distill complex ideas into clear, bite-sized lessons that you can easily apply to your own work. I will, of course, cover a range of topics for every writing level. Many of these episodes will come with accompanying resources, such as downloadable workbooks or guides, to give you even more tools to tackle your creative challenges. So, whether you're navigating tricky plot points or trying to polish a query letter, these lessons will help you completely demystify the process and make it more approachable. Episode type number 2 will be Ask Me Anything Thursdays, where I'll dedicate 2 entire episodes each month to answering listeners' questions. These segments are your chance to bring your specific concerns to the table, and I'll provide thoughtful and actionable answers designed to get you back on track and moving forward in your manuscript. I mean, we've all been there, stuck on a seemingly small question or problem that spirals into a massive roadblock, causing decision paralysis and wasting weeks or even months of your precious writing time. Questions like, should my protagonist have a clear goal in every scene? Or, how do I make an unlikable protagonist someone readers root for? These may sound straightforward and almost insignificant, but they can create major stumbling blocks if you don't have someone you trust to help you work through them. That's where Ask Me Anything Thursdays come in. With expert guidance at your fingertips, that's me, you'll gain clarity, overcome those roadblocks, and keep your momentum going strong. Episode type number 3. The third type of episode is perhaps the most exciting, and it's one of the most value-packed opportunities I have ever offered on the podcast or anywhere else for that matter. Each month, I'll be critiquing one lucky listener's first scene in an episode format I'm calling a snap critique. Wait, you ask, what does SNAP stand for anyway? Well, SNAP stands for Scene Notes Action Plan Critique, meaning I'll read your scene, give you notes, and we'll have an action plan for getting your scene where it needs to be. Here's why this is so special. Professional feedback, especially on something as pivotal as your opening scene, is invaluable. It's often the difference between a reader or agent being hooked or walking away. This level of insight is typically something you'd pay an editor hundreds of dollars for. But on this podcast, I'll be providing it as a free service for one writer each month. If your seat is selected, I'll share my inline comments and detailed notes directly with you and with the podcast audience, so everyone can learn from the process. My critiques will be very kind, but also very helpful. We'll focus on what's working, what could be improved, and how to make the scene truly shine, all while keeping your unique vision and voice intact. To qualify for a snap critique, you'll need to be writing a speculative fiction novel and agree to have your scene, along with my feedback, shared publicly on the show and in the show notes. I'm confident that these episodes will be a game changer, not only for the writer receiving the critique, but for listeners who can learn so much from seeing these principles applied in real time in real manuscripts. Okay, storytellers, I hope you're as excited for the 2025 year of the Speculative Fiction Writing Made Simple podcast as I am. It's going to be packed with fun, learning, and growth for all of us. After all, I am thrilled to keep growing as your podcast host, editor, and book coach. And I can't wait to help you grow as a writer and fulfill your dreams of getting your novel out into the world. But here's the thing. To make this an incredible year, I actually need your help. If I'm going to create episodes that directly answer your burning writing questions and critique work, I need brave writer folks to step up and ask for the help they need. That's where you come in, my friend. If you have a writing question that you think would be perfect for Ask Me Anything Thursdays, you'll find a link to text me right in the show notes. If you'd like to include your name, I'll give you a shout out during the episode. But if not, that's okay too. So go send me your question ASAP. I can hardly wait to get started answering all these great questions that I know are coming my way. If, on the other hand, you are most excited about getting a snap critique of your first scene, you'll find a link to that form in the show notes too. And you might want to head over there right now and fill that form out ASAP, because I have a suspicion that lots of writers will want this incredibly valuable free service. And as always, if you find this podcast helpful and useful and you'd like to hear more, please share it with a writer friend, or 2 or 3. Until next time, keep writing, keep dreaming, and remember, the world needs your stories right now, so don't you dare give up on your novel or yourself. Talk to you later.